Sup everyone, it's ReallyTimmyB and welcome to week 2 of season 5 of the Elite Battle League, or the EBL for short. Last week we had a very close and tough loss to our friend Mr. Toast and his Montebello Morpecos, so we're looking to bounce back this week against Game Reviews and his Detroit Luxrays. Before we get started, I want to say that we had some technical difficulties on my side that I need to get to troubleshooting after this, but this video that you guys are seeing are going to be Game Reviews' side of the battle, but I wanted to make sure that I could still show you guys and go over all my strategy while also being fair to the rest of the league and potential future opponents so they can see exactly how our battle went down. So with that being said, coming this week, we got Mewtwo, Mamoswine, Haxorus, Alolan Raichu, Venusaur, and making their DC Starmie's debut, we have Volcarona with Bisharp, Melodic, and Marshadow taking the week off and showing their support from the bench. Now, the Detroit Luxrays have a very good team. As you can see, they are bringing Blaziken, Salamence, Gyarados, Gengar, Quagsire, and Togekiss to the battle. He also has Magnezone, Kyogre, and Alolan Ninetale. So a very, very good team. So want to talk a little bit about my strategy going into this battle as I was going to talk to you guys. I'm going to go for the Mewtwo sweep here. I noticed very early on in my prep that Mewtwo outspeeds his whole team. His fastest Pokemon is Gengar, and even maxed out, Mewtwo still outspeeds, and Mewtwo has amazing type coverage and pretty much one-shots his entire team or most of his team. And with one nasty plot, it guarantees that I one-hit KO his entire team once I get that one nasty plot off. So that's what we're going to attempt. Honestly, don't really have a backup plan. Either Mewtwo is going to sweep or Mewtwo is going to go, +3 or +4. And that sets me up a 5v2 or a 5v3. And I feel confident I can get by with that if that happens. His team is a little scary, as I said. If he leads off with Salamence or Gyarados, I gotta Dynamax first turn because they both have Crunch, so he might think to get rid of the Mewtwo first, Dynamax himself, go for Max Darkness, and they both have Moxie, so being Dynamax, taking out the biggest threat to his team, and having that plus attack boost could be a little bit scary. So if he starts either of those two, I got to do that. If he starts anybody else, I'm able to get off one nasty plot, so hopefully he goes with the Blaziken start, gets off a Detect, maybe 2 Detects, get that speed boost, and then Baton Pass in. So guys, without further ado, let's just hop into the battle because I want to show you guys what happened here. But before we do that, make sure you hit that thumbs up button to like this video and make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Once I hit 5,000 subscribers, I'm going to do an entire weekend long charity stream. It's about time I do some good for this world, guys. So hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and we'll get that charity stream done as soon as we hit 5,000 subscribers. Okay, now let's hop into the battle. As I said, this is on Game Reviews' side, so he's kind of deciding who to bring out first. It's really interesting. He's going with Gyarados as a lead, and the other ones don't matter. So going over the names of my Pokemon, we have Lloyd. If you know that reference for Mewtwo being named Lloyd, definitely put that in the comments. Volcarona, we have Mothra. Mamoswine, we have Ice Age. Haxorus, we have Waxer. Alolan Raichu, we have Pancake. And Venusaur, we have Brute Root. So let's change the music here because we are now in the battle. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. So we're bringing out Lloyd first, as I said, with the Mewtwo. And Max is going to be starting off with the shiny Gyarados. So right off the bat, I know I have to Dynamax and go for Max Lightning. Because if he Dynamaxes right here and uses Crunch, you can see he's thinking about going for Crunch. Instead, he's going to switch into Quagsire right here, which kind of an oopsie on my part. I mean, it's good on his side that he did stall the Dynamax one turn, but I went for a Max Lightning. I did not know if a Max Mindstorm would take out a Dynamax Gyarados. I was like, I know the Max Lightning would be an automatic kill. So here we go. We're Dynamaxing Mewtwo right here. And we're not going to do anything on this turn because obviously electric types do not hit ground type Pokemon. So yeah, so good on Max for stalling that. Once I saw the Quagsire come out, I was like, no. So yeah, a whole bunch of nothing here on this turn. So now my plan is to just go with Max Mindstorm. Not only does it set up the Psychic Terrain if he's thinking about maybe doing a Yawn, or any of his other Pokemon are thinking of trying to get off a status, or anything that Psychic Terrain prevents. So he's going to go with the Protect here. Now that does protect him a little bit. It probably protects the one-shot. It doesn't protect the Max Mindstorm from doing damage here. So we at least got some chip damage here, and honestly, pretty much whatever he sends out, Max Mindstorm's going to do some damage here. So I'm just going to go with another one. It's our most powerful move, with it being Stab and with the Psychic Terrain up. So whether he goes into Togekiss, Gyarados, obviously Gengar and Blaziken would be taken out. Salamence would do some damage, but honestly, again, guys, I don't want to be rude to Max, but it doesn't matter. I outspeed the entire team. So I would love to see Max's side of the video. I can't wait to watch this. Make sure you guys watch this too, because you can see he's kind of thinking right now. He's like, what do I do? Because he's thinking Gengar for a little bit, maybe Dynamax to see what happens, but either way, like, it would take it out. And he was looking at that special defense of Togekiss to see what the best option was. Ultimately, I think he just came down to, I need to sacrifice one thing. Let me just sacrifice the Gyarados. If it survives, great. If not, not the end of the world. But a Max Mindstorm takes out this Gyarados, and we get first blood. We are +1 here in this battle. Now he wants that clean switch, not clean sweep. He wants that clean switch into Blaziken. That way he can set up. The Dynamax is done, so no matter who he brings out next, I am going to get Tiny. So Max is still making his decision right now. Honestly, like I said, it doesn't matter. Perfect scenario, he goes Blaziken right here, because that guarantees that he's gonna detect or endure and go for that speed boost. That way I can get off a nasty plot. And as I said, I only need one nasty plot. I would have loved to get off a second one. Probably definitely could have gotten off a second one here as well, or in this battle, but it wasn't needed, and I'll explain that a little bit too. Man, it feels so weird, like, kind of doing this after the fact, because I know what happens, but like, I'm also trying to go at the speed of the battle. And I will say, guys, even though I wasn't recording, I was still sitting here, heart was still pounding, and every move I was still like, all right, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. So he's gonna go for the detect here, which is great. That means I get a free nasty plot. Hooray, we're +2. I can one-shot his entire team no matter what right now. Like I said, could have gotten off another one. So what am I going to do here? I could go for the Psychic. I could go for Thunderbolt, because I have that. Or I could go for the Ice Beam. I'm thinking he might be switching right here with the Baton Pass, because a plus speed with Gengar might outspeed. So he's going to go for Endure here. Not a problem. I have plenty of Ice Beams, because I figured no matter what, Ice Beam would take out Salamence, Ice Beam would take out Gengar, Ice Beam would take out Togekiss, Ice Beam would pretty much take out the rest of his team. So now he endured, I Ice Beamed, it did over half. I'm curious to see his side of the commentary again, because I want to know at what moment where he was like, yikes. Okay, so he's going to Baton Pass, he's +2 with the speed boost right now, and he's going to Baton Pass into Quagsire. Spoiler alert, I'm sorry, my bad. I know what happens, because he might be assuming, and he'll explain that in his video, he switched to the Quagsire after the Gyarados on the first turn, because this Quagsire has unaware, excuse me, so that means the nasty plot wouldn't have worked on him. So either way, we still got the Ice Beam, and he's going for a Yawn here because he needs to put me to sleep. He needs to do something, and he thought a +2 Quagsire would outspeed Mewtwo, the thing that outspeeds literally his entire team. That might be a mistake on his end, it might not. Again, at the end of the day, I don't think it would matter who, what, when, where, why, or how he switched into. So Quagsire goes down, and at this point, I'm feeling really, really good. As I said, we're now on a 6v4 advantage, and Mewtwo's probably going to get at least another kill or two. So if something were to pop Mewtwo real quick, I still have 5 Pokemon on my team, and we got a solid squad here, guys. We got Volcarona, Mamoswine, Haxorus, Alolan Raichu, and Venusaur. So here it comes again. He's going to do the Detect, he's going to do the Endure. Honestly, I know in my head that me doing one nasty plot, getting that +2, is more than enough for his team. I probably should have gotten one off here just to kind of guarantee it, but I have enough PP on my moves, so I'm just going to keep using Ice Beam, because that'll kill the rest of his team, including this Blaziken. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to keep going. And we talked about this after the fact, and we'll get there in a move or two. But he's going to use Endure. And really interesting, if you guys know this in the comments, please let us know. So I go for another Ice Beam. That takes him down to 1 HP. And because of the Endure. And right here, he goes for another Detect, which doesn't work. So we're kind of curious, guys, to see if, you know, Detect or Protect endure and then detect, protect again. See, look, it doesn't work. It failed. So does endure kind of act as a protect detect? Guys, let us know in the comments. So Ice Beam takes it out, and at this point, he knows. So his only move right now is to switch into Gengar and just hope he survives a hit, because he has to Dynamax. He has to go with a Max Phantasm. He also wants to save that Moxie Salamence because he knows, and I know, Moxie Salamence is very, very dangerous, and it outspeeds a good portion of things. I don't think it would have outsped the Haxorus, so I think we still would have ended up winning the battle. So he goes to the Dynamax here on Gengar. Is it a Gigantamax? I actually don't remember here. So let's see. It is not just a regular old Dynamax Gengar. I don't think Gengar has Dynamax. It has a Mega. I think that's what I'm thinking. My bad. Or maybe it does have a Gigantamax. I don't know. But Psychic, Stab, bye-bye. You're dead. He actually messaged me at this point. He goes, congrats on the sweep. My Psychic is disabled right now. And yeah, so next up is Togekiss, and next up is Salamence. I got Ice Beams, I got Thunderbolts. I am running a little bit low on Ice Beam because Blaziken was kind of stalling that out a little bit with the baton passing, the enduring, the detecting. I think I only have like 2 or 3 left right now, but that is more than enough for Togekiss. Might have should have gone a Thunderbolt here just in case for PP purposes, but at the end of the day, guys, it doesn't matter. He just got a Protect off just to give this battle an extra turn. Give me a couple extra seconds to talk about this. And he knows at this point, I know at this point, one Ice Beam takes down this Togekiss. And finally comes out the Salamence. And we all know that Salamence is 4 times weak. We are super duper effective with Ice Beam. And you know what? Let's just enjoy this, guys. We got one more Ice Beam from Mewtwo, and yeah, his only move is Crunch right now. I was worried, guys. I will say I was worried. Magnezone has Sturdy and has Mirror Coat, so I knew that if Magnezone was coming into this battle, that is literally the only reason why Magnezone was coming was for Sturdy Mirror Coat. He didn't bring it to the battle. I won. I got the sweep, guys. Thank you so much for watching this. Next week we take on Meta Maxis and his I'm just gonna show that so it's just not a blank screen. But guys, that was such a great battle. We got our first sweep in the EBL. I'll see you guys next week, and as always, make sure you like and subscribe. Peace out.